7-6. As you watch this, as you see some of the issues that have developed with Pete and the Seahawks and Russ, I agree that they may be eventually headed to a bigger problem, but I can't look at it and say it's all because Pete Carroll is old and lost his fastball and he's outdated. The reality is that Pete and Russell, in their own ways, have each held this team together over the last 5 or so years as the talent around them has deteriorated. I don't even see how that's arguable. The talent has gotten worse every year, and yet they make the playoffs every single season. Yet we're going to sit here and crush Pete? Really? If Pete was over in charge of everything, now I know it's his organization and he has more power than anybody else, fine. But Pete's not out there choosing the groceries. Pete's not out there drafting. Pete's not out there scouting. He's not doing those things. The issues that I think the Seahawks have right now are major problems in the draft over the last decade, free agent choices where I think they've made the wrong call on some guys, paying Bobby, trading Frank Clark, and it's not necessarily that Frank Clark himself has done particularly well. It's the idea that they decided to keep the middle linebacker instead of the pass rusher, and the pass rush is so important to the scheme. And then finally, the all-in on Jamal Adams. Now, those last two may end up turning for them. I sure hope they do. I sure hope Jamal Adams ends up being the player they acquired and not what we've seen so far this year, which has not been worth anything, let alone the amount of money and resources they gave up for him. So I hope that those aren't going to be long-term problems. But I don't look at this and see a scheme problem. I don't look at this and see an offensive problem. I look at it and I see talent.